What's up guys, Dale here, back with another review of Dragon Ball Super, and today we're talking about episode 99 I think, and this is the first time I'm going to be on camera. I decided to change it up. I got myself a new webcam because, I didn't want to have my voice just there and you just look at pictures on screen or just one picture. I don't know. I thought that was pretty lame, so here I am in the flesh. But anyway, let's get to the episode. This episode, I didn't think, from the preview from last week, I didn't think it was going to include a lot more than it did this episode. I thought it was going to be more about Krillin and 18 the whole time. But in the beginning, again, I don't want to say this episode is bad because it wasn't bad. It was just alright. It was another, like, I think this arc, this tournament, no episode has been bad per se. They've just been okay episodes. But the one thing I don't like about all these episodes is that they keep dragging out everything. Like, every time something of importance happens, even though you want to create some kind of dramatic tension, they have these stills of everyone just staring, so everyone's just like just for a good minute. So like they wasted like 3 minutes of the episode in the beginning just with replays from the other episode and stills again. But I don't want to talk about that every week because it's just a given at this point. So first off, it was interesting seeing Vegeta actually wanted to go up against Hit. He wanted to go for some payback, I guess, because he lost in the other tournament. So that was pretty interesting. I didn't think they would try and introduce that kind of fight, such a big fight, so early on. But then it got interrupted by Botamo, and it ended up being a battle between Vegeta, Botamo, and Magetta from Universe 6. Yeah. So but something about Botamo that's really weird for me is that they keep putting him in a tournament setting where you can throw him out of the ring and then he loses. But if he can't get affected by attacks, then how OP is that? That's ridiculous. I think if it wasn't in a tournament setting, he would be much more ridiculous than he usually is. But anyway, that happens. But then we kind of have a conversation between 18 and 17 where 17 says 18's become kind. So like 17 has still, I feel like he's still kind of himself from the Dragon Ball Z when he was a villain, because he doesn't seem to care too much about anything really. He just says, he's just like, if the universe gets destroyed, then it gets destroyed. That's it. Which is pretty plain. But 18 cares more. Even though they both have a family, it seems as though 18's the one who's softened up more, and I think that's because of Krillin. Her hanging around Krillin and the other Z fighters, it kind of warmed her up. But 17 is still, I guess that kind of is what made him still strong. And then they kind of hinted at the fact that they're androids, so they can they have infinite energy, so they can last long in the tournament, hopefully. I'm not too sure because I feel as though they're going to get knocked out, but who knows? 17 might stay in the ring for a long time because of the fact that he has infinite energy and he's quite powerful, so that could play into effect. There was also another moment where Frieza was looking at Zeno and he was very annoyed at the fact that these little children have so much power to just destroy entire universes, and he said himself that he was going to overthrow them one day, which is just so so Frieza-esque to just look at someone powerful and say, you don't deserve to be there. I deserve to be above you. So I don't know where they're going to go with Frieza, if they're just going to kill him off after the tournament, or if he's going to have some kind of overarching story arc over this entire tournament as well, and if he's gonna carry on being a pest and actually stay alive after the tournament. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, there was Frieza moment there. I like that pretty much because it's very within his character to say such a thing. And then obviously after all of this, we kind of move on into the meat of the episode, which is Krillin and 18 working together, which I thought was pretty cool. They faced up against this kind of wolf guy. He wasn't from Universe 9, he's from Universe 4. And the team that is kind of out here to sabotage Universe 7. But I feel as though every universe is out for Universe 7. Even though in the beginning of the episode, they the Supreme Kai from one of the universes, I don't know which universe it was, but the pink guy. I'm sorry, I need to work on each universe name. But he did say that Universe 9 was destroyed for a reason, and they were going to be destroyed anyway. All the universes in the tournament are going to be destroyed anyway, but thanks to Goku, they actually had a chance to salvage their universe. So I guess Goku is seen as the good guy now again, but it doesn't seem like all the other universes kind of realize that. So you know, they're still going after Universe 7 specifically. So anyway, a fighter from Universe 4 goes up, tries to attack Krillin, and then, you know, 18 and Krillin work together. But what I did find cool was their team attack that they did when they kind of went on either side of the guy, and Krillin threw a beam, actually an energy ball, and they kept on, you know, ping-ponging it back. Well, that's my phone. They kept on ping-ponging it back between each other, which was really cool. And then the energy ball started moving faster, and it got bigger and bigger as it, you know, went from each side. And I think that was really cool how they caught the guy out and they knocked him out. And then another guy came in, which already, once I saw the guy, I already knew what was going to happen. When I heard Krillin say Solar Flare, I was like, okay, no, this guy, he can't see. His eyes are clearly closed, but Krillin didn't realize that, and he got attacked, but they still managed to overcome his blindness because Krillin threw his dirty shoe at his face, and he couldn't smell anymore, so he couldn't see. Because he used this scent to be able to see them, and which is a pretty, you know, it's a Dragon Ball way to win a match, really. You know, Dragon Ball doesn't really take itself that seriously, so to see Krillin do that, it's like, oh yep, this is Dragon Ball. I almost forgot for a second, but yeah, Krillin knocks him out, but then he just gets knocked out of nowhere by Frost, which is kind of ironic because, you know, there's this stigma between Frieza and Krillin, and the fact that Frieza killed Krillin and all that. So it's kind of ironic to see someone who's basically Frieza, just in another universe, knock him straight out the ring, and you know, put Universe 7 closer to being erased. So there we have it. Krillin is the first character in the Universe 7 to get knocked out the ring, which, I mean, kind of isn't a surprise. I was thinking it was going to be between Roshi, Tien, and Krillin. And also, there was a badass moment with Gohan when he protected Krillin. He just like, someone threw a blast at Krillin, and then he just went, shoop, no. He said no. And then that was pretty cool. I like that. But he did say something where, you know, we don't need to fight anybody. We can just chill here for, you know, we can just chill here. But then Piccolo says, but if anyone attacks us, they're going to get knocked out. And that's exactly what they did to some bad guy. He just came in and tried to attack them and just knocked him clean out the ring. So I like how they have their own circle where, you know, they just say, whoever comes to us is going to get knocked out. I like that about them. And, what the rest of the episode? Yeah, Frost knocked out Krillin and escaped because 18 didn't get to attack her. So I now think it's going to shift from 18 and Krillin to 18 and 17 doing some team attacks, which would be pretty cool to see. That kind of wraps up the episode, I guess. Yeah, oh, what was I going to say? There was another thing in the beginning of the episode I wanted to say, actually, where it kind of still replayed the moment where the Grand Priest is looking down at, you know, Goku, or looking down at everyone in the tournament with that kind of smile on his face, and it showed the Universe 9. Ooh, it showed the Universe 9 angel, you know, his smirk as well. They kept replaying that, so, you know, that's definitely an important thing that we need to take notice of. That, you know, this angel doesn't seem to care. But for me, people are saying that, you know, the angels might be in on the Grand Priest plan as well. But with characters like Vados and Whis, I'm not too sure if they're in on the Grand Priest's plan. I just think that Universe 9 angel is kind of just sick of that universe, because Universe 9 is just a very shitty universe. Like, it just seems like a very crap place. So to be an angel guardian, like a guardian over that kind of place, it's something that seems to be bothersome for that angel. So I guess he's just happy that he doesn't have to look after those guys anymore. That's what it is for me. But it could be that they're all in on his plan, and maybe, you know, Whis and Vados are actually villains as well. I don't know. But that remains to be seen. We'll have to see in the later episodes. And now to talk about the preview, which, oh man, this episode, this for me is probably going to be a great episode for me, because, you know, I really like the character of Caulifla. I think she's a very interesting character to introduce to the universe, first female Super Saiyan, and just I like her attitude. I like her demeanor. It's very cool, especially when she got introduced to Goku and she slapped his hand away and said, "This is a tournament. What the fuck are you talking about?" she reminds me kind of like Vegeta, but she has the eagerness of Goku. So she's like both of them, which is pretty cool. And you can see that in the teaser where she goes Super Saiyan 2 against Goku and they're fighting. I didn't think they're gonna have a fight so early, but I don't know what's gonna happen. It should be cool. and I hopefully, they also showed Kale as well, her transforming into, you know, her Super Saiyan. I'm just gonna call it Super Saiyan because it really is just, it's not a legendary Super Saiyan or anything, it's just her version of Super Saiyan, which is big. But yeah, what's about Caulifla? Yeah, she's in the teaser, like right at the end, she seems to be very excited about something. I think what I'm thinking is that she encounters Goku and she goes Super Saiyan and she's fighting him and he goes Super Saiyan 2 and she's like, whoa, like what is that? Like, yeah, same way she got excited about Kaba going Super Saiyan. She's like, wait, hold on, what's that? And she doesn't realize that she actually went Super Saiyan 2 against Kale back when they were training. And I think Goku's gonna kind of teach her how to do it in the middle of a fight. In the same way Vegeta taught Kaba how to go Super Saiyan, Goku's probably gonna teach her how to go Super Saiyan 2, which is pretty cool. But there was this image, I'm gonna, wait, hold on, let me point in the right side of the screen there, that is worrying me. I don't want them to take, I mean, spoiler alert, I guess, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen this picture by now. But I don't want them to take her into that direction of Kale, where she just goes beefy and just stays that way. I hope this is the kind of thing where she's trying to go Super Saiyan 2 again, but like she went the route of Trunks did back in the Cell Saga, where he kind of got more power, but he wasn't fast enough. So he didn't kind of he made the transition, he was trying to make the transition to Super Saiyan 2, but he didn't fully make it and he just got more powerful, but he didn't gain speed. So I think she's just gonna go halfway there, and then Goku's like, no, that's not gonna help you get stronger. You need to go back, you need to go to Super Saiyan 2, which is just a much more evolved version of a Super Saiyan. So yeah, that was my review for episode 99. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about this episode in the comment section below. Tell me any of your theories, or you know, what you're looking forward to in the coming episodes for this arc, and about next episode from the preview. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.